with a Diana.
Still sporting a gun legend. I wasn't quite sure what he would pick, but I just know that it's most likely going to have the guns, as he's using Diana, sporting the bow, which a lot of top players are saying is arguably one of the strongest weapons in the game currently.
It's definitely up there. I wouldn't say it's, whoa, killing themselves off the jump. Something must be wrong with the settings here. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, Cake definitely not happy with something, as Ephi's just waiting for him to get rid of his
About
stocks.
the bow, though. The bow, I think, at one point was a little unbalanced, but, you know, there's been patches and such since then. I think it's in a really good spot right now. All weapons, in my opinion, kind of have their own pros and cons. Pretty balanced, is what I'm getting at.
I would have to agree, as BMG does a great job of being able to balance out the weapons in this game, as they take careful note of all levels of play. And we're going to be finding out exactly what just happened here, as Ephi is typing something. Fourth time that's happened today. Not quite sure what it is that happened today. But,
yeah, not really quite sure what happened there. However, I was intrigued by the map pick. Not a lot of players prefer Great Hall. I know myself personally dislike it. I feel like the ledges kind of... sometimes the ledges can be good for ledge cancels. Other times they can interrupt aerial attacks and really upset you.
And so we're going back to it. So it wasn't the map stage that was... wasn't the map that was the problem. We're going to be going into game one here, as both players agreeing to fight. Cider comes out. Cider returned from Ephi into a dive kick, and both players punching each other in the face to open up the match. Nice nair coming up from that bow, and Ephi trying to open it up with just recovering high. Not quite sure
that was kind of funny. I kind of like to see that. I wonder if it was a bait. I wonder if he was hoping that Cake would go after him, and then, because like this map has a very small, like, it's a very small stage. The kill zone is very close, so like if you jump too high, you can even kill yourself just by going out of the map.
Yeah, that was the second time that Ephi did that, and there's either a strategical reason behind it that I'm not quite sure of, or he's just testing like lag. I'm not quite sure which one it is. It's a nice downer coming out from Cake. All I know is that Cake...
I'd like to think that it's a bait. However, Cake is doing an excellent job at spacing with the spear right now. He does catch the down sig. Ephi doing these very strange jumps, recovering low, finding himself in kill percent. Cake with the side air, taking the stock lead.
And if Ephi's going to continue going for what you think are baits, and we're just going to go ahead and think that that's what they are.
I initially thought they were baits. Now I'm just very confused.
Yeah, Ephi and Cake both standing still.
Maybe he was sending a message. Maybe he was trying to say, hey, dude, don't hit me for a minute. I don't know. This is very strange. Maybe we're experiencing some server issues with the new migration. But it's been pretty good for me so far.
Well, either way, Ephi trying to figure things out. And I guess what I was going to say is, like, let's consider that it was a bait, right? And Ephi's trying to get Cake to the top of the stage. Something that I know about Cake as a Queen Eye player, and just Queen Eye players in general, when it comes to maps like this, they're
very grounded.
Very grounded indeed. Love to hold center stage and just stay there, because they've got such long-reaching signatures. Like on the Great Hall, especially the single-player version, right? A Queen Eye can stay on the center of the stage and just throw out down sigs left and right and cover the ledge. Like it's something to where like they've got so many options with the speed.
What you'll notice is that players with, not players, legends with a lower movement speed stat will end up being more grounded, because, you know, they can't move through the air too quickly. Like Hattori, you'll generally see jumping around a lot and doing a lot of high mobility things, while Queen Eyes tend to stay on the ground and try and get those hard reads. Cake securing the lead with a neutral sig. He does take Ephi's second stock. It's not looking good. This is a very one-sided match, unfortunately.
Nice nair coming out from Cake as he's trying to do a little bit more to Ephi. Ephi holding on to the guns, puts to that side light and is trying to get a kill here, but I mean, it's clear to me that like every time that he jumps upwards like that, he's just having some kind of lag issue where he's just waiting it down. Cake slapping with them siders.
Definitely something hindering Ephi right now. This is not what I expected to watch. I'm a little disappointed. However, I mean, we are seeing some nice plays from Cake. He is spacing pretty well. He's getting some hard reads. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not as competitive as, you know, I would have wanted. However, I am still impressed by Cake and his Queen Eye play.
Downsig comes out. Tries to go for that end sig. He's looking to end this pretty quickly as Ephi struggling to do anything against Frost Cake. And Cake waiting for Ephi to come back down from the top of the stage as he puts out the recovery. The mine goes straight down. Ephi tries to get that end sig.
He's looking to pull out the calculator. Cake with the guitars in hand and the mine set up. Ephi saying, I'm gonna just dive into it. It's over for you.
Ephi dives into the mine, and the guitar weapon toss completely stops the knockback. So he takes the damage but goes nowhere. And a side sig kills
from Cake. That game was an absolute landslide. I'm gonna assume that Ephi was having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, less than one bar.
He did leave the lobby. He is resetting his client. Hopefully, we'll be able to see a more competitive game 2 coming out from Ephi. If not, unfortunately, it's going to look like he might have to drop from the tournament if he can't get this figured out, which is extremely unfortunate because I was very excited to see some plays.
Yeah, it's been the first time in a long while that Ephi's been able to play in this tournament once again, and I'm kind of seeing why that might be an issue. Is if he's continuing to have internet problems, it's going to be very difficult for Ephi to be able to participate in anything online. And he says less than 1 bar, BRB, and he's looking to come back into the lobby, hopefully, with his router reset and his internet in good shape. And if he's not, he's going to have to find himself falling into loser's bracket. And here he is back into the lobby. He's typing something. Has the internet gotten any better?
I can't wait till Gravy Cancel is in the position to where it's feasible and it's a possibility for us to run a LAN event. I'm very excited about maybe one day doing a live event. That would be pretty cool.
Having a Gravy Cancel LAN, that'd be spectacular.
Yeah, like I don't see it anytime soon. I mean, because we would need to not only plan it out, but come up with the resources needed to do that. But it's definitely something I see us doing at some point in the future, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Ooh, Ephi says, take that win, just go again. If I'm not going to lag, I won't need the win.
Wow, I don't know whether that's confidence or cockiness. However, Ephi making a very bold statement against Cake right now. I'm looking to see some ridiculous plays coming out from Ephi this game. Otherwise, I'm saying it's just all talk.
All talk indeed, as we go to Thunder Garden. Cake, not phased by that.
If anything, he'd be, as Boomy would say, it fuels them.
It fuels them indeed. And we're going into game 2. Cake having a 3-stock over Ephi's laggy self as Ephi sticks with his legend. And we're going to find out whether or not what he did indeed fix his internet as they jump around and he opens up that cider, picks up the gun. Cider comes out. Cake tries to get in a nice... Ooh, the X pivot and light follow-up coming out from Ephi.
Yeah, I mean, Ephi is already opening up with some pretty good gun spacing. He catches some nice reads on the Cake, brings them into yellow. He switches out the guns for the bow. He's looking to cop some strings. Cake, unable to really find an opening here to get some damage onto Ephi. Ephi is doing an excellent job at avoiding these neutral lights and attacks from the Cake.
Nice downer to be able to read Cake there into the recovery. Cake brought in a kill percentage. He's trying to end the stock here, looking quite good and not lagging this time as he takes this lead. But a nice double D-line Sayer from Cake almost completely evens it up. Goes for that slide charge side sig into recovery. The cider connects and Ephi struggling now as Cake, who was drastically behind, evens things up rather quickly with some easy spear combos here as he's trying to get in with an N-Sig. N-Sig does not connect. Ephi tries to punish the recovery.
He didn't punish. I really thought he was going to punish that neutral sig. That slide charge side sig from Cake would have been devastating. However, Ephi, with the double side air with the bow in the shenanigan zone, taking the stock lead against Cake, looking to rack up some damage. However, Cake with the ground pound and the side air from the spear evens up the stocks. It's an even game now. It's any player's match.
That explosive start from Ephi not really working out as Cake finds a nice sidelight D-light Sayer. Cake taking a solid lead using that most damaging spear combo. Tosses the spear down, gets another sidelight, doesn't get the Sayer follow, but Ephi finds the guns, but Cake is finding himself in a great position here as he gets a weapon toss to the Sayer. Dagger comes out as well. D-light Sayer. Ephi getting completely destroyed by Cake's spear here as every single combo that comes out is working.
Yeah, beautiful bread and butter combos from Cake. I mean, Cake is doing a ridiculous amount of damage on Ephi right now.
Cake just killed.
Downlight into side air combo. Cake taking an entire stock lead, basically on a fresh 2-stock. It's not looking good for Ephi. Cake's got a ton of defense. He's got the spear for spacing, and he's got the stock advantage. Ephi is going to need to pull out some ridiculous strings to take this game back. And like I said, I mean, he came out talking real big, and he's not able to back it up.
Cake putting out some crazy spear combos here. She tosses that spear up high, gets caught by that nair, however, goes for that ground pound and the cider connects. Second cider. Cake may have lost his stock here. He does indeed. And Ephi.
I'm eating my words right now. Ephi showing us what he's made of with some beautiful bow reads.
As the gun strokes for that reverse side air. Nice nair to stop that ground pound, and Cake tries to go for the weapon, but Ephi denies him. Sidelight into weapon toss comes out. Doesn't go for that downline follow-up in the recovery. But the ground pound right there is stopped by that nair. Second ground pound does hit, however, and Ephi, run to the orange, hits him with an N-light, trying to go for these down airs, starting up some kind of bowstring. D-light Sarah connects, tries to go for that reverse sidelight, doesn't work out, and the weapon toss downwards punishes Cake instead of Ephi, and that nice N-sig coming out from Ephi brings Cake into kill percent. The recovery comes out from Cake, and the side sig does not connect. Sidelight comes out. Ephi tries to go for that nair. Both players trading super evenly here as Cake is trying to go for this kill with these down sticks, and Ephi finds that cider. Wants this game, wants to be able to take it to game 3 so that he can move on in winner's bracket, no longer lagging, and
I mean,
Nice, nice there.
Ephi is finding himself in a really good position right now. However, he's unable to find or land a move with enough force to end Cake stock. Cake with the bomb read, and Ephi just taking it. He loses game 2.